Good morning, everyone. Dave here with the High Hilltops. Today's Saturday, November the 3rd. Woohoo! And it's a muddy mess out, I tell you. Looks like the rain's cleared out for a while. Saturday, the rest of the day, tomorrow, and I think Monday's supposed to be decent weather here. So I'm on foot today. But anyways, you see behind me here, I've gotten a little spot where I put my brush hog, and this drives me nuts that I got equipment sitting out in the weather. So I'm going to start and clear this out, and hopefully maybe next spring build a basic little lean-to equipment shed. Out there is where I started doing more land clearing. I got some of the stumps scrubbed up there, and if it gets dried up a little bit, we'll get the tractor and backhoe out tomorrow, finish taking them stumps out, and I'll take y'all along with me. So we'll do a little bit more land clearing and pile up this brush. Got the old steel 017 out today. This is a nice handy little saw for doing stuff like this with not a lot of big trees around, so let's do it. All right, made quick work of that. I think I got enough room here to make a, I'd say I'm gonna probably do a 16 by 8. Just a little lean-to put all my 3-point equipment that I don't want in the pole barn in here. Brush hog, box blade, carry all, things like that. Yeah, let's get her cleaned up now. Got a decent mess. I did find something that I find pretty interesting. A little white oak sapling. Not many of these on the property. Lots of red oak, but not many white, so thought that was pretty cool. And be able to let it grow here right behind the building. So there's the mess we got. Had 2 decent elm trees there. A couple little maple saplings we took out. Now we're gonna pile up some brush and maybe burn it tomorrow or something. All right, got most of the mess cleaned up there. Got to stack the firewood. Couple little pieces of brush left. Got another dandy brush pile there. We're gonna take a break and I'm gonna meet up with a friend who's hooked me up with someone he knows who needs to get rid of chickens. So we're gonna go pick up 16 chickens and a duck. So come along, take you along with us, and if anything else, I'll just show you the chickens when we get them back. So stick around, we'll get back to this project. And also, I wanna thank my parents. When I get back to this, I'm gonna try out a new little mini HD camera they got me. You know, because they've always dreamed of me being a successful YouTuber. But stick around, I want y'all's opinion on this new camera, and we'll get back in action here this afternoon. All right, y'all, we got 16 chickens and a duck. Good looking birds here. She said they're about a year old. There's the duck, I guess that's quackers. The girls are doing good. They like their new home. There's Quackers, the duck up there. She's fitting right in. Say hey, YouTube.
Hi. Hi.
Look at this helper. Man, she's got it figured out. Starting on the goat barn, huh? Number 2.
Boat number 2.
You are one heck of a worker.
We need to do it now, Mom.
You need it loosened up a little bit?
Pull your thing up out of there.
It's okay.
You got your dirt? Uh-oh.
Good job.
It's not ready to loosen it up.
It's not really loosened up. We got one post set. Post number 2.
Autumn's helping, look at Autumn.
Omi, can you say hi?
Hi.
What are you building?
Towel.
Huh?
Towel.
A goat barn?
Yeah.
Can you say goat barn?
Sopa.
Good job. All right, we got the 4 corners set tonight. And tomorrow I'll come out here and keep at it. All right, y'all, it's the next morning here. We went ahead, got all the posts set before lunchtime. Right on. My wife and I, we've been hard at it this morning. Next step is I didn't go and take all the time to get the excavation perfectly level. I'm gonna compensate just on the build and deal with it later. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna go ahead and do that. If you've never heard of one of these or used one, it's called a water level. It's real simple. Get a milk jug, some clear tubing on a stick with a Sharpie. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do, I think I've had a video of these using this before, but you're gonna wanna drain all the air out of the line. So all you do, take your stick, get a good flow out of the end, and then it's ready to use. So if you don't feel like buying an expensive transit, trust me, this works just as good. The only downfall is sometimes you gotta move it and recalibrate it, if you will. So to make it easier on yourself to use, you can get Kool-Aid or something and it'll shine, you know, real nice and bright. But right there is our water level. So as long as you don't move the milk jug in the middle, as long as you don't move the milk jug in the middle, the water level will always be the same. So on this first post here, I'm gonna go ahead and put a new mark on each side here. That's where we're going to make our standard from. So you can see the mark, water level. There's the mark. I'm going to go to the post and I'm going to put a mark. All right, then we're going to go to the next post. See the water level right there? I'm going to take it over to the post and we'll put a mark there. Just like that. We'll go to this post. Find our water level. It'll take a second to settle out. You can see it right there. Sorry, that's a bad angle. And then I'm going to put a mark there. Side of them all measured. Now we're ready to move the stand down so we can reach these last 3 posts. And I'll show you how you readjust that. So we'll go ahead and move the stand. All right, so we've moved the stand closer to where we're going to be measuring. And now I'll show you why you got to readjust. So since that height there probably changed a little bit, I'll show you, there's my mark from before. And now look at the new water level. So I'm gonna put another mark right there, put the mark there and measure the difference. But then I'll just take this same water level and I'll put the same mark on the rest of those and just add the difference between these 2 marks here. And I'll show you 1 second. All right, y'all, so this here was the first mark we did. This is gonna be our standard. This is the mark after I move the milk jug. So all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a measurement here. And that looks like 2 1/4. All right, so now this mark is 2 1/4 inches below our standard. So that means on these ones, I'm gonna add 2 1/4 inches. All right, so there's our mark. I won't be able to do this with 2 hands here, but you'll get the gist. So there's our mark. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the mark 2 1/4 inches taller than that one to make our standard. There you go. So now that is our standard, which is the same exact height as the corner post down there. Now we're gonna go ahead and add 2 1/4 inches to the rest of these back posts. Okay, so we got everything marked. All the measurements are set to this post, which is our standard measurement right there. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go around and put a square, or I guess you could say just lines at this height all the way around the post on each post. All right, everyone. So the next step we're gonna do here is after we've marked our standard line on all the posts, we're going to go to the post that's the highest on the ground level. So in this case, the line here would be the closest to the ground. And then what I did was I went 8-foot walls. So I went from the top of this post, measured down 8 foot, and I've got a mark right there. So I'm going to take the distance now from the standard line to this mark. Say if it's 13 inches, I'm going to go to each of the posts and make a mark 13 inches below the standard line, and that'll be my ground plane. All right, y'all, it's the end of the second day here working on the goat barn. Yesterday we set 4 posts. Today set the rest of them and started on putting up the purlins. Did the front here, just out 2x4s I had laying around, and on that side over there, I started using the rough cut lumber. So as you can see, them are the rest of the tops I got to cut off because that top purlin's going to be my top plate. I'll go ahead and put an inner top plate on the sides as well to help support the rafters. But that's the progress we've got. And I'm out of screws. Got to go to the hardware store, get some screws and nails. We'll keep at it throughout the week. All right, that's it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed it and follow us along on this animal barn. I think we're gonna put the goats and chickens in there. So until next time, y'all take care. All right, y'all, thank y'all for watching. And again, I apologize for the narrow frame videos. For some reason, my phone is switching them for me. So y'all take care.